Yes.
He was laughing so hard.
Who was at TNT 2 years ago? No? There was the Hal, like the dude that had the full feather suit. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so Sunday of the con. After it was Saturday when I saw him, I'm like, I had one of those like I am like extremely straight, but it was one of those moments like, oh hot damn.
I would retire, man.
Yes. It was one of those moments where you're just like, you know what? I mean, if I like men, I'd probably go for that. But it was just like
It's the feathers.
it was like, but it's just like it's also that Howl's Moving Castle was my first.
I think I was talking to him.
Yeah, that was the first one. That was the first movie film I ever seen.
Yeah.
That's from Florida.
So Sunday of the con, I'm sitting with my peeps at the little concession area over in the back corner, and we were talking about like the cosplays that we liked in the cosplay contest, and I was just like, oh my god, that Hal, if I got a chance to, I would just love to talk with him because I kind of had like a nerd motor going for him. Turns out, literally sitting at the table right next to me, he leans over, puts his hand on my shoulder, he's like, yeah, I get it. I am so sorry!
Sim guy just noticed.
He noticed me!
It's the oops factor.
It was the oops factor! Throwback to our Mnemonics panel the other day. But no, like literally
So the cat is the Kohai Event Horizon. Also pronounced cat.
It's from our Mnemonics panel. Yes, ma'am.
I've got a story, it's kind of sad.
I like sad. Get up here.
It's a...
Here's a telling banana.
Yeah, take the telling banana.
It makes everything more cool.
Can I keep it? That's
No.
weird. This was last year at Consplosion. I was cosplaying as the Little Mermaid Ariel.
Yes, I remember.
I mean, look at that gorgeous hair, of course.
This year in Poison Ivy, but I'm not wearing it right now.
You got the flower, you're okay.
But I was wearing a full corset, and it was laced tightly, and I was fine the whole convention until I decided to go with my friends into the LARP room.
No. Oh, what did you break?
I didn't break anything.
Who did you break?
No, I won. I
Oh.
was kicking butt.
She backstabbed.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, there's no shame. But it was 2 hours of continuous LARPing in a corset.
Yes.
And I decided I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I started walking towards the door, and I faint like Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm just down, and then, I don't know this, but my friends are all trying to save me, so just like in Pirates of the Caribbean, someone rips my corset open,
Oh, hon.
and now it's broken.
Oh.
Ironically, it was Aaron from Attack on Titan.
He was trying to get the air in.
And now I'll hate you.
Everyone, a round of applause.
I was so happy his course had been sad. Yes.
Yes.
Alright. This is a story about not having a hotel room and trying to get one.
Oh God, these are my favorite.
Yeah, it was my first convention ever. First time at Anime Fest. And my friend had friends who knew a friend who had a hotel room. We make it to the hotel room. We don't really know who's in charge of the place. Apparently it's this one couple and they're in the shower doing things.
They're
That's not
showering,
even the whole
guys.
story.
Come on.
I mean,
That's
they're
not
a
even the whole
couple.
story.
It's a couple shot.
And we find out we can't
Sipping
stay
water.
there. We can't stay there, but if we pass out on the floor, we can stay there.
I like your logic. Keep going.
Like they have to move us, and I don't think they're gonna move us. So let's try.
People in there are trying to find substances. They found nothing, of course.
Yeah.
Because Anime Fest is obviously very safe.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No.
but,
I mean, all of us anime nerds are on hard drugs. It's called memes.
Only your daddy gets
This guy
No.
This guy
There
has,
are chairs open if you need.
Yeah,
to sit
guys.
down.
There's
It looks like there's some chairs.
the bee baby's taking up 3. Pick him out.
B-Day.
this guy
Hey,
had
that's their thrill.
ginseng extract or something. And so my friend drank it and went to sleep instantly. It made him go to sleep. I had energy for like half an hour and I got really tired. And everyone was being loud and playing games in there, and my only friend was asleep, and I didn't like any of the people in there. I don't even know if I like him. So I just walk outside, I'm like, can I sleep under a table?
Did you?
No. Can I sleep in the stairwell? No. I'm gonna go back in. Can I sleep in there? No. And I decide I'm gonna call up the guy I was living with at the time to come pick me up because I don't have a car. Great place to be stuck at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I go back in to get my friend out because he's gonna stay with me. The lights are out. There's one guy sitting at the bed, the foot of the bed, playing the Deadpool video game with his shirt off.
God, yeah. Oh, that's the
And
only way to
there's,
play.
on the same bed, there's 5 guys in the bed. They're under the covers, their shirts are off, they're all like holding each other and stuff.
That's like,
Hey, Darby, no.
I have said
I'm
nothing,
gonna
they're
just
just,
spell this.
Were they
sheet.
cosplaying from Free? Because I don't
I go to my friend, I'm like, we should probably leave. He's asleep on the floor, so I'm like, hey dude, wake up, dude. Dude, wake up, dude. He's like, whoa, huh. I'm like, we need to get out of here. He's like, okay, he gathers some stuff. Later when we're waiting, I'm like, did you feel me slap your face? He's like, I don't know. I was woken up earlier. They were like, Joey, you should take your shirt off and join us. And that's the story.
And that's the story how your friend almost got into an orgy.
You mean a cuddle cast with other guys are free?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Let them go first.
Okay.
Eliminate it for a while.
Go. Small child, get up here. Stand up.
You have to get the banana.
Small. Yes.
It'll match your.
It will show you the way.
This isn't nearly like as horrifying as all of those, but it still scared me pretty bad. So last year I got here on a Sunday really early, and it was like my first con, and it was the end of the con. So I got here really early, and I was hanging out with a Nepeta cosplayer. We saw this woman, and she was sitting alone. So we decided to go up and talk to her and extend a hand of friendship. So we were talking for a bit, and she sounded like really cool. And then she pulls out her phone.
Oh.
And then I pulled out my phone.
I think you know where this is going.
And she hands it to me
Yes.
in particular. And the Nepeta
How old were
cosplayer,
you at this time?
I was 14.
Okay. I never know where this is going.
Small.
Go on.
And so she just says, look at this.
Yep.
And I look at it, and it's just a bunch of nude men and women gifs.
What? You're like, I need to go.
I put the phone down, I got up, and I told the Nepeta cosplayer, it's time to go.
I gotta go. My phone. Wow.
It's on fire.
I have a quick announcement for everybody to turn attention.
Go for it.
Seconds. In the craft room, we are making a huge thank you card for Brooklyn. So if anybody has the moment, go over and sign it, and we're good. She does not know anything. You're blind, deaf, and dumb.
Okay.
Who knows who broke it?
So, who doesn't have to act like a
The ham steaks.
Oh. No. You'll be next
Sit
to
up
notice.
here. What are you doing? You're my trusted companion.
Let's trade. I'll see your ass.
Okay, I got a story.
I'm sorry, you're next.
It's fun.
This is your car horror story now. I thought you were up and I told you to sit back down.
Alright, so I got a story
You've
about
got a story.
Consplosion, I think the year before last.
Yeah.
I was dressed up as Crowley from Supernatural. 'Cause
Yes.
we were doing a huge like Supernatural panel and stuff. And I had glasses on because I'm super blind and still need glasses. But apparently, like no offense to you because you're Black Butler, this Grell from Black Butler thought that I was
No, William.
William.
Oh.
Thought that I was William and proceeded to follow me all around con, drag me into their hockey game.
Oh no.
To like make this worse, she was like 14 and I was 18 at the time. I'm like, please God, keep yourself away from me because no. And she went to our supernatural panel and was hanging out, was like, hey, I want to do pictures with you because you look like William. I'm like, okay, I'm good with that. She proceeds to launch herself at me and start trying to make out with me.
Oh.
And I'm like, please God, no, step away. And she told me, yeah, I really like you, and I'm gonna sneak into con tomorrow to try and find you again.
No.
And I'm like, no, and changed my outfit completely. And dressed up as like Derek from Teen Wolf. I'm like, please no.
Master
I'm
of
good.
disguise.
Thank you.
This is what you get for being nice.
And I have another story.
Yeah. How dare you be nice to people?
Let's have these lovely people.
Banana. This is her. It's still matches. Matchy.
Everyone,
Okay.
round of applause, quickly. There was no making out. Anyways, you. Oh.
Okay,
Don't play with your banana.
yeah. Okay, so last con, I was cosplaying a Cronus from Homestuck, and
Was wonderful, but.
yeah, and she was cosplaying Cancree.
Yeah.
And there was this story of the legendary Kool-Aid girl.
I know her. Kool-Aid girl too.
Oh, I thought it was you. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was about to cry and just sit back.
No, I didn't even go, and they told me about
I was there.
But there was this, she's called Kool-Aid Girl because she was literally like a 17-year-old who
No.
was dressed in a Kool-Aid
She's
like
no, she's less than
onesie.
17.
Yeah, and she was wearing heels.
She's like 15.
She's 15.
Okay, well, she was underage. Let's just leave it at that.
I know.
Yeah, and
We're all ready.
but she was drunk. Okay,
Yeah.
underage and drunk, and we were standing like at the door that is like to go outside to the other building. We were standing inside at the door, and we could just see just a scary Kool-Aid running down the street, just.
We're gonna do that one more time.
And it
before I
was-
catch that. You what?
It was scary, like she looked like a zombie. It was weird.
She actually got into a lot of trouble at GlitchCon because
Yeah.
she because there's the cosplay guest roundtable, which takes place after the cosplay contest, where all the judges from the cosplay contest, you can ask them questions and like how you can improve your cosplay or what you can do to better yourself with this, and they will give you if you were in the cosplay contest, they will tell you what they liked about your cosplay and what you can improve on, and it's just supposed to be like this whole constructive criticism thing.
Yeah.
In the middle of it, we had the cosplay guests. We actually had the voice actors in there because they just wanted to hang out.
Voice actor.
In the middle of it, girl kicks in the door.
What?
Kicks in, it was this panel room.
Oh.
Kicks in that door, I say kicks it in, slams it open, and just starts yelling, oh yeah! And runs off. Our director was there, in the room.
That was the friends that went grassroots. On the Arkansas cosplay crew. Yeah.
The director of the con runs out of the room. He's like, you get back here right now.
Oh yeah! Oh
She goes, oh shit. And like does like a walk of shame back down the hallway. And she's like, what did I do?
no! Like she's possessed by the Kool-Aid.
And he's like, we have all of our guests in here. They're talking with the contestants. And you do that. She got kicked out of the convention.
Justice! I have one story about guests.
Just real quick, it's so funny. I'm so sorry.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so I went to NakaCon this year, and probably one of the strangest yet funniest things I've ever seen happen. So Will warned me before we went. He was like, guys will just stand at the bottom of the elevator and look up people's like dresses and stuff.
Whoa.
So be very, very careful because it's completely see-through. Well, I was watching out for it because I was wearing like this dress thing, and so I was like, And well, I saw this guy at the bottom, and he was looking straight up, and there was these people in front of us, and I couldn't tell from behind, but it was a guy cosplaying as a female. And, and like he had like a dress on and everything, and this guy's just like staring straight up, so obvious. The guy gets down to the bottom, and I realize this by now. He goes over to him and it was like, I hope you know I have a dick. Walks up, and the guy's face is just like pure horror. It's like,
We didn't let the baby finish. That was my fault. I'm sorry. You don't go ahead and finish.
So,
Banana.
banana. Huh?
Okay, and so
So cool. Go.
Yeah, zombie run. Go
she
ahead.
was like climbing up in a tree that is
What?
by the
Not
cars,
surprised.
and she like drop kicked like no,
One, and like, she
she just like body slammed onto a car.
This sounds like a vivid hallucination.
She's like jumping from car to car.
she was,
She's done worse. She's done worse.
I'm
Like, I know this girl.
I know her person.
So this is a thing that actually happened. You know this oh my.
She
It does not
harassed
surprise
my
me.
friend by jumping into his lap.
It does not
like
surprise me
this.
that she
Hello there.
did any of this.
Yeah, I went through that.
That's
But yeah, that does not surprise me at all.
But there's a funny little story with her. She was wearing heels at the time, and she was like, was she running or something?
Yeah,
she was like stumbling.
I hope she was.
And she was going to go over to her and tell her to like take off her heels because she was stumbling and stuff. To do the nice thing and tell her to do it. And apparently that's suggestive to walk towards her, and she kissed her. And I was dating her at the
I
time.
really hope you go to security after that.
I did. They gave her the choice to sue her, but she didn't.
I would.
That's
what money? She's done
Guys.
Kool-Aid and booze.
as
Actually, no, she got other guys to get it for her.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
cosplay is not consent.
this is a little bit suggestive, so plug your ears, children.
Sorry, look at you.
But there's this kid, no, I'm talking about myself. So Kool-Aid girl, she was drunk and remember, she was like 15 or something.
Oh my God.
Underage, whatever. She had gotten about 3 guys and she had done it in a car.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't be surprised if it was one that was that she like body slammed on.
So I have a story about cars and conventions.
Sorry.
Everyone applause. Okay, so I've got a story about cars and conventions. We're almost at the end of our allotted time here.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. We
Oh,
ended
wow.
at 12:30, so we got 21
We got
minutes.
20
so
minutes.
I'm gonna tell this story and then I'm gonna talk about DashCon.
Yep.
So get ready. So I had a friend who I used to travel. I still do. I travel convention to convention. I'm a vendor, and I had a friend I'd see at every convention. He always it wasn't really quite there.
It's me.
No, yeah. But he always he smelled like he never showered at a convention. You know that smell? Yeah.
Poor guy.
But I was
really
talking to him one day, like he came to the booth and I was like, hey man, how are you doing? He's like, yeah, I'm good. I just had to find a place to sleep last night. I'm like, you don't have a hotel room? He was like, no man, haven't I told you my secret? I'm like, you have a secret? All right, let's talk about it.
What's up, bud?
And he was like, yeah man, no, whenever I'm at a convention, I don't pay for hotel rooms. I just go out to the parking lot and just find a car that's open and I sleep in there for the night. And I was like, what the hell? How have you not gotten arrested yet? And he's like, oh no, man, yeah, I did a couple years back. And I was like, why are you like this?
Lock your car. Come on, Will.
So, yeah, lock your cars. Because there might be a guy who's not paying for his hotel room and just decides to sleep in
or
the car.
shower.
Or he's not showering.
Or if you left your car unlocked overnight and it smells a little bit musty, you know why.
If it smells like con funk, you know what happened.
It's not your fault. It is your fault, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I told you all about what DashCon was supposed to be.
Now let's tell you what it actually was.
Let's tell you. Okay, so at the time I was working with this cosplay group, and we did panels and cosplay judging and all of that jazz. Oh, hey, I get the banana. Okay, so and this was gonna be our first big show. This was gonna be the one because it had all these huge names. We're like, yeah, we're gonna be famous. Maybe, probably not. We're still poor. So we get plane tickets. And we're gonna start on travel just to get there. I live in Texas, and the show is in Chicago.
Oh.
And I don't know if any of you have been to Chicago, but it is the devil's asshole. Well, you're allowed to be wrong. So I just screwed up entirely because I was supposed to drive me and my partner up to the airport in San Antonio, which is a 2-hour drive from where I live. I didn't sleep. I didn't do that. No, I was too pumped. I was packing and I was making cosplay, and then it was 6 in the morning. I was like, ah!
What?
It was 6 in the morning, and then I was like, ah! It's okay. And so it's like it gets from 6 to 7, and then it's 9, and then Troy calls me. He's like, hey man, are you gonna go pick me up? And I'm like, ah!
You left him?
Yeah. And no, I had to go get him, but I didn't. I was not aware of anything. I was driving, and I was like, when did I start driving? And so we somehow, by some like our flight was at like 12, and we left at 11. So a 2-hour trip, and I like I drove all the way.
Well, it is
down the
Texas,
highway.
Yeah, no one stopped me.
No.
I mean, he's got places to be, clearly.
He's screaming and driving. He's got to do something. So
in my head, I need to poo!
plenty of rest stops. No, there's one toilet specifically, you know. But so we get to we park the car. I tell my parents to go get the car later because I'm not paying $40 to park my damn car. And we get to the terminal, and we're on the plane. We're like, yeah, on the way to DashCon. We're innocent. We're innocent, and we're excited, and we're ready. We're ready for the beauty of what's about to happen, and then it never happens. There's no beauty in this story. We get to Chicago, and it's like 2 in the morning, and there are no taxis. And there's this guy in a car outside of the airport. He's like, hey, I'll give you a ride. Come on. I'm like, you're not a taxi. Who are you? He's like, don't worry about it. Come on, get in the car. Yay.
How old were you?
It's scary.
This was a couple years ago.
Yeah, this was like a couple of years ago, and it was like spooky. I was like, no, man, I'm gonna call a cab. He's like, forget about you. And he did this, and I'm like, whoa, you're too light for that.
Wait, did I just get initiated?
I think I thought he was gonna get out of his car and like, you're gonna get in my car. And he's just like, go hood, like real fast from Italian to hood. So we got a cab, and it was like $40 to get to our hotel. And I was like, oh god, I'm about to be broke.
Already.
Just from the start. And so we get to the hotel, and it's amazing. This is an amazing hotel. I'm like, there's no way this is the hotel. It was the hotel. It was a brand new hotel. It had these like beautiful fountains that were like giant, and they had like crystal chandeliers, and it smelled amazing. It was a new hotel. They only had, and this is some pretext, they only had one convention before DashCon. It was the Train Enthusiast Convention.
It's kind of cute.
So not this. You see this? You see what we have around us? It wasn't this. It was a bunch of cute old guys with model trains.
Instead of like
They all have like conductors.
I like this electrical subsystem for my rails. Yeah. So they were like pretty we are not. I'm gonna tell you right now, we are not a good tame people, you nerds.
It's the fact that it wasn't just nerds, it was Tumblr.
It was Tumblr nerds.
It's even worse.
So that was red flag query number 1 right there. I was like, shit.
Fancy hotel.
Something's wrong here. I can't place my finger on it. there was a bar. There was this amazing bar just in the hotel, and they were like, hey man, you want some alcohol? I'm like, you're allowed to do that? So I had a tab that the DashCon never paid for.
It gets worse. Keep going.
It gets worse. So on Friday I had a bunch of panels. There was the creepypasta and cheese, where I read really bad creepypastas, and oh, it's such an awful panel. And so we do all these panels, and I'm walking around, and I'm like casually dying inside, because something still feels wrong. Something's like not exactly right. And I'm also vending. I should mention that I'm not just there as a panelist and as a guest. I'm also selling shirts and contact lenses there. So
Which you guys haven't checked it out yet. Aardvark Tees in the middle.
Yeah, shameless plug. So I'm having to make time between selling things and like, okay, I'm gonna put a tarp here and no one will know. Nothing's gonna go missing, and then something went missing. But that's beyond the point. So it's Friday night, and one of the concierges just stops me and they're like, Jesse, I didn't do it. They're like, okay, sure. And they're like, Jesse, I need you to get everyone out of the panel rooms and send them to main events. I'm like, why? What could be the purpose for this? Is there some sort of surprise birthday party? No? And she looked at me and she said, the hotel is going to kick us out.
YouTube video of that.
And I flew into Chicago. I live in Texas. So there's some panic going on there in my head. I'm like, whatever you say, boss. So I start going through the panel and I was like, you shut up, get in there, go, ah! And so I get everyone out of the panel rooms, I go to main events. There's about 1,500 people at DashCon, and they're all in the same room, and no one is talking. No one knows what's happening. No one is talking, and everyone's got this like,
it's like a bunch of birds.
yeah, they're like thinking, is there going to be some sort of gas that, are they going to lock the doors and just kill us?
Just start a fire.
Welcome to Tumblr.
Like Harry in like the room, like feels on fire.
Hey baby, what's up? 5 minutes?
I would next man.
All right, go along. We got this. Everyone, a round of applause. Keeping the panel rooms running. We all love him, yes?
No, you broke it.
You threw it at me. It's mine, right?
Yeah, that's the rules of contest.
Did it hit
Give
you?
me waifu.
Yes, it is.
All right, it's yours.
Waifu?
Waifu.
Waifu is like Umi. You broke her foot.
You threw it!
You threw it already. Don't even start that.
Get out of here, Wallace.
She's no longer yours.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Story.
Hello. Whoa!
Horror story.
Okay.
I love you, Wallace.
So everyone's in the main event, and there are some people who are like in bikinis. And I'm like, what's going on with that? And people were getting locked out of their rooms, their hotel rooms, because they were gonna kick DashCon out, and so people couldn't get back into their rooms to change out of their clothes because there was a pool. People went swimming. It was really cold. It was really cold in the main event hall. And then the Congo guys go on stage. They're like, hey guys, $16,000 or war God.
They passed around a bucket.
Even better, they left. Just after that, everyone just shut up and they all just looked at me, they're like, oh God. Because and so this decision haunts me to this day. No one was making announcements. Everyone was kind of like, vomiting their hearts. And so I went on stage. And there's a YouTube video of me on stage.
He took screenshots and like did a red paranormal circle around you.
Oh, you're some sort of devil.
I was so panicked you were about to leave.
I was going to die. And okay, so remember, I have a friend there with me. He's doing panels with me, and he is dressed as the Joker, but he's like Batman Rises. He's Heath Ledger Joker, and he's going around and he's like trying to incite a riot. Yes, that was my face. And I was there trying to keep order. So we were like these two opposing forces. And I was on stage, I'm like, hey guys, we need your help, blah, 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 blah. And someone's taking video. I wasn't aware. So on YouTube, there are 3 videos called YouTube Dash for Money. It should have been Dash for Cash. I should have punched someone. But to get everyone, these 1,500 people in this room to shut up, you want to know what I did? This. And then everyone, they're like, oh, they got an announcement. So I did this, and everyone just shut up. People called me Hitler. I'm Hitler. Because I got all of the Tumblerinos. So.
Hail Jesse.
Hail Jesse.
So, now guys, every future convention that you see Jesse,
I'm gonna go like that.
I thought you were doing the Boy Scout thing.
No, this is
I was a Boy Scout.
all I know about Tumblr is fandoms. I know that whatever.
Anyway, for time's sake. For time's sake.
What did you say the videos were called?
Dash for Money. So.
I need to see this.
Oh yeah, yes. Please wait. So we raised money by some unforeseen. We started at 10. And at this point it's like 11:59, and like the hotel is gonna kick us out at 12. So we get the money right on the hair, and then everyone just loses it. And the DJ starts playing "We Are the Champions," and so the whole room just explodes into a Tumblr panic-filled dance party. And then we Welcome to Night Vale left, and everything from there just went down.
They sold tickets to Welcome to the Night Vale Welcome to the Night Vale left because they realized, oh, this is a really crappy convention.
Which is shitty because no one got a refund, and Welcome to Night Vale never. I was negotiating with Joseph Fink. I was like, hey man, I see you're trying to leave, and you're afraid that the show isn't going to pay you. I will pay you. I've got money for my booth. I will give you the money if you stay here and do your live thing. And he was like, no, it's about the principle. Why?
Since they didn't get the refunds, and the con wouldn't refund them, the people that bought the tickets to the Welcome to Night Vale, they gave them tickets. And you want to know they gave them tickets to?
The ball pit.
An extra hour in the ball pit.
No. Originally, they gave them tickets to another show that also canceled.
And now when I say ball pit,
it was the ball pit.
When I say a ball pit, you guys think, when you guys were in a fun city back in Springdale, big ball pit. No, this is like a little inflatable pool.
Fill the balls. What? Oh yeah.
I think I remember hearing something where the con people didn't even supply this ball pit. It was other people who donated the ball pit to it. Yeah.
This whole convention is the epitome of a convention horror story because
it's a cringe.
Everything that could have went wrong.
I also want to point out that I found out that in the contract now ever since then, here at Holiday Inn, because I have friends that are contractors for another convention, found out. Because as soon as we heard about that, we were going to bring a ball pit to their convention.
Oh God!
Specifically in the contract, since
no
DashCon is no ball pits.
Did you hear? They were actually trying to
crowdfund for DashCon too. Literally had a total of $2.
Yep.
Did not go.
You want to know something funny?
Wait, is that the ball pit?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, I want to see this.
Everyone, please show the ball pit if you can.
It's so tiny.
It's literally it's like a 4-foot inflatable pool. It's not big at all.
my God.
It's a kiddie pool full of balls.
Wait, please let him finish.
We've got 4 minutes, guys. Less than that.
So I've got a little extension to this story. Someone peed in that ball. That is a true fact. Have you heard a rumor about that? It happened. But here's the thing.
It was Jesse.
And when he gotta go, no. This dude was like, oh, I hate this, and he just went down and started peeing. And then a police officer came. And he was
Here's
like,
the giant card if you guys.
Oh,
if
cool.
anybody wants
Oh,
to
yeah.
sign it real quick.
Everybody, on your way out, I want all of you guys to sign it. And don't, like I said, Brooke does not know, but
Yeah,
she
you know
goes
nothing.
through so much putting together this amazing convention. And without her or any of the staff or the volunteers, this would not be
wouldn't have
possible.
this.
I would
So,
die.
please, if you guys get the chance to, if you guys see a volunteer or you guys see a staff member, just thank them for this amazing
I
convention.
was actually just informed by the security guard that all their volunteers have left. There's only 15 staff running the rest of this con today.
Wow.
Ghost ship, yeah.
They are working super hard, guys.
So guys,
to bring
please
this to
do
us.
not pick up all your trash. Do not be jerks. Tip your waitresses. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to our panel. Sign the card if you guys get a chance to.
Come and tell us your horror story.